crazies out of the government. We need our Congress for everyone's benefit. The 1%, they just take what they like. We've got to show up and vote for our rights. So vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, but don't be late. Vote, don't procrastinate. It's our country, our democracy. We can't afford mediocrity. If we do nothing, our hope floats away. Get up off of that thing.
Hey, get up off that thing. How y'all doing, baby? It is indeed. Shit, it's, what day is? Oh, it's Thursday. Shit, man, they fly by. You don't know which is which right now. Anyway, it is Thursday. It's time for another Blue Dot Family meeting, and I am so glad y'all are here. Anyway, Randy Peterson was first on to jump in. Woo, pig, buddy. Glad you're here. Dwayne Twizzle came in right behind him, and Richard Phillips and Nancy Halverson. The remixtress is with us, thank goodness. That Donald Ware is here, and Dorothy Tyndall and Anthony Lester. Thank you. Martha Smart, Aaron Tromley, thank you for being here, baby. Robin Lyons is here. Greg Talbert, my buddy out in California. Man, I hope life is treating you good, Greg. I really do, brother. Stringed Assassin is online with us. Bruce Preston, Carol Gillens, Keith Thompson from Minnesota. How you doing, Keith? How you doing, brother? Michael Chapik. Let me see here. Oh, I'm getting mixed up here. Let me see. Oh, I got to go. Dennis Utenreiner's here. Let me see. I got to jump on down here or I'm going to get lost. Amanda Elliott is here. Thank you. Adina Michael. And, whew, boy, howdy day. What a day. What a day. Man, it's been a stressful day. It's been a very stressful day, but we'll get past it sooner or later. Anyway, I hope sunshine was shining on you today. What's in the news? Well, I did get out a little video earlier. Maybe you've seen it. I put it up on TikTok, on YouTube, and on Facebook and whatnot, about my thoughts of the day. My 2 cents, I called it, for what it's worth. You know, every damn time I turn on the damn news, I'm hearing about how about the Republicans are going to. They got a good shot here in the midterms. You know, it's looking good for Republicans. They could take the House, man. They might even be able to control the Senate. And boy, howdy shit, here we go. The party of the insurrection. That's right, baby. The ones that tried to overturn the election by force are the favored in the according to the news now. According to the news, all that is subject to change, I assume, and I hope. But now the news is turned so much to the inflation, high gas costs. High gas prices, and how it's affecting the country and everything like that, and how it's affecting inflation, shipping costs all over the world. Diesel has gone out the roof. And all the time, major oil companies, oil and gas companies are reporting record profits, baby. Record profits. Now, I live in South Texas, baby, Corpus Christi. You'd think sand and sea. Not so much. Oil and gas, baby. We drill it, we frack it, we refine it, we ship it, This whole damn state is oil and gas, baby. That's it's a good wise reason why we're a red state, why we're a Republican state, because we're gerrymandered to shit so they can cheat, so they can keep it red. The reason they want to keep it red and Republican is because it's good for the oil and gas industry, baby. You remember when Donnie the dickhead was in office, you know, he came in, put Scott Pruitt in the EPA and started getting rid of regulations left and right. Scott Pruitt was a big oil and gas lawyer. You know, that's what he breathed, was oil and gas. And he streamlined the situation, baby. And now they're making record profits while prices go through the roof. And when prices go through the roof, shipping costs increases. Everything goes up, man. Inflation, they call it. I call it the Republicans taking damn advantage of a bad situation during a pandemic to push those prices high. I swear, they could cut back on the price of that fuel and still make a profit, still make billions with a B. They're not going to do that, baby. And I believe it because it falls into that old line of the Republican Party will do whatever it takes. If they're not in power, they're going to do whatever it takes to make this thing hurt as bad as they can. They want to see things bad. They want to see a recession coming so they can point at it and say, look what Joe Biden is doing. No. It's the Republicans when they're in, they didn't do anything except rob the bank. And then when shit hits the fan and the Democrat comes in, which is usually what happens after the Republicans go out there and start throwing their crap all over the place. And this last time, they really had shit on the walls everywhere, baby, that we have to clean up. And then throw a pandemic in there. And I swear the Republicans are just trying to make it as bad as they can for the midterms to try to gain advantage. And I'm so sick of the mainstream media falling into that. Well, the Republicans are looking... Really? Really? I don't think so, baby. Not if this country stands up. Not if we come out with our voice and our vote in a powerful way. No, they won't take control. But if they do, baby, I don't know what's going to happen. But it ain't going to be good. Ain't none of it going to be good. And it's not going to advance our society nor our democracy. I fear fascism, baby. I fear it and some would say we're already there, John. Corporations rule our fucking country, not our politicians. Our politicians are bought and paid for by one way or the other. Thank goodness some of them are bought by people who give a shit, maybe. I don't know. Ain't a one of them in there that ain't a millionaire. They ain't making money hand over fist. They don't want to leave. They don't want term limits, baby. They want to milk it for everything it's got. It's us. It's our voice. It's the only thing that is a regulatory in this thing. That regulates the system is our voice. It's our tolerance of how bad things get. I don't know, baby. There's a lot to worry about in this country. We've got a short time to try to figure this shit out. Midterms are going to mean a lot this time. And I'm concerned about how that's going to go. Of course, I'm concerned about how a lot of things are going to go, but what the hell are you going to do? You know, you can't tread water forever. Either you're going to swim or you're going to sink, one of the two. And I feel like we've just been treading water. So we need to take some... we need to take pause of what's going on in our society. Anyway, it's been a hell of a stressful day. Let me thank Keith and Kathy Beal, who came in with a $10 donation and said, record profits for the rich. That is all they care about. You know, you're right. You're right. I swear, the older I get, the more I think it is. It's about the money, baby. But the few times in my history where I have seen change, it was when the people stood up and demanded that change. It was our voices in the street, our outrage, our total pissed offness of the system that we live in. Anyway, we keep fighting for what we can. Michael, what are we going to do, brother? Can't give up, can't go home.
That question has been on my mind since I was in my 20s.
Indeed.
You know, I've been told that when I talk this way, that it's doom and gloom and it brings everyone down. But if we don't discuss the reality of it, we can't fix the problem. You got to know what you're up against.
Well, you got to be able to say the problem out loud.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
uh,
Yeah,
before you can fix it.
I,
It's
I had some people over at my house, John. This wasn't too long ago. This was within the last 7 years.
right.
I met this lady at a concert. I went and saw Derek Trucks, and there's a beautiful blonde lady next to me. So we strike up a conversation. We meet. We become friends. We go on a couple of dates. She ends up coming up with a couple of her friends,
Right.
and I didn't know it, but they were staunch Fox News Republicans. And we got into the political discussion. They said a few things that kind of triggered me, and I asked them,
Right.
"Do you know what lobbying is? Do you know how our government?" No, I've heard the word lobbying, but I don't know what it is. These are
Yeah,
grown-ass people.
I consider it close to the word bribery.
Hey, I've looked it up in the dictionary. That has the same meaning.
Yes,
Great.
yes, it's called bribery.
Great.
It's a nice way of saying it. They have good, nice words for the niceties things.
Yeah,
You know,
that's right.
that's
And
what it is.
That's legal, and that's how our system is run. And until we get to the root of these problems, like you said, none of those guys are in there that aren't millionaires.
Yeah. If you weren't a millionaire when you got there, you soon became one. And there was a bill introduced recently about preventing congressmen and senators and their families from participating in the stock market because they, by nature of their job, have insider information.
Right.
It's just I don't even think they give a shit much about their paycheck as much. That paycheck ain't shit compared to what they can make on the stock market, baby, in a
That
day.
that paycheck is a day's worth of work to them.
Nothing.
You know, that what they get. I don't know if you remember John Boehner.
Yes.
Remember the orange guy
Oh,
that cried all
yes.
the
Who can forget John Boehner?
And
He's
he
making a
got
killing
caught.
on marijuana nowadays.
He's making a killing on insider knowledge. Come on, we
Yep.
know it's coming.
Sure.
But he got busted while he was a senator, passing out checks from the tobacco industry on the floor while a vote was being taken about the tobacco industry. Clear.
Come on, man.
Clear. Yeah, come on, man. So they're passing out checks while they're voting on shit, being influenced. It's just how it's done. And God damn it, if that's not fascism, this is not democracy.
No,
Not a dem-
no, it's not
you know?
representative democracy. It's not anymore. This is if it had anything to do with what was good for the country, we would not see the impasse that we have now. There are bills that come up in front of the Senate and the House that are good bills that should be passed about problems that need to be addressed, and they will die because of partisan bullshit. I'm a Republican or I'm a Democrat. We're not doing anything, and some of them we're just not too sure about. I'm not too sure about where Joe Biden. I mean, not Joe Biden. Joe Manchin.
Yeah.
Joe Manchin, who threatened if you give him too much shit, he'll just switch parties. So tells me he's not.
Well, switch parties in name because he's already a Republican in voting.
Name only. Yeah, I mean, he's a dino in name only.
Right.
Yeah, that story today I read about Joe Manchin and the Republicans. That's the way the story started. We're in the Senate today, questioning Haberman, the Interior Secretary. I'm sorry. I can't remember her name. Anyway, was questioning her about why she's not cranking out oil and gas leases to the oil companies because they want to buy some more. Mind you, they already have 9,000 oil and gas leases on public property that they have not done shit with.
Yep.
Nothing. They're just sitting on them. And they want to buy some more because if they buy them, we can't do shit with it. It's their money. And
It's monopoly.
it
Yeah.
is. And that, that part just always does really kill me, because we sell leases on public land for oil companies to come in and drill and take the oil and the gas out of the land and then sell that it's all theirs from that point. Sell that on the open market, which nothing, that's what a lot of people don't understand. All oil and gas is sold on the open market. It's not like, oh, it's America's gas. Yeah, it's everybody's gas, oil. But
and I get your point at what you're getting at. It's not their fucking oil.
No, it's ours.
It's
ours.
Oil. And to go one step further, you want to put a cigarette out on that wound. We subsidize them to do it.
Yep. We damn sure do, baby. We damn sure do. Like I said, Texas is oil and gas country, baby. That's why we're a red state, is because it is so gerrymandered to keep that power to regulate the oil and gas industry, and they're damn good at it. To me, the only thing the Republicans are interested in is if it makes them money. If it doesn't make them money, then they're not interested in whatever legislation that you have. You want to hug a tree, go hug a tree.
Money or power, because
baby.
They have pulled the curtain and exposed who they really are. And when it comes to if it's good for the country, they really don't care.
No,
it's got to be good. It's got to be good for them in the office. And damn it, if it burns Democrats in the process, it's all that much better.
I'm looking at it, and I have looked at that for a long time. It seems to me that Republicans will withhold their vote on legislation or try to make damage as much as they can to hurt this country, so they can point at and go, look how terrible things are. You need to elect us and we'll fix it, so they can come back in and rape the bank again. And to me, over the long term of my life, which I seem to be looking back upon a lot lately, I can see the pattern of Republicans in office followed by Democrats in office, and it seems to me every time a Republican gets in office, they spend all the fucking money, beat the shit out of everything, tear the house up, and then walk out the door. And then a Republican has to come in and try to do the damage repair, try to set our ship right before the next jackass comes in and tries to destroy it again.
Yeah.
And I just see that pattern repeated. Let me welcome Aussie Dave into the room with us. How you doing, Aussie?
Oh, mate. All right. I didn't put my hand up earlier, John, because I don't know how long I can hang around, because I'm expecting an animal to come in shortly. But I just thought I'd throw my hand up and because I may just disappear, but I just want to say a couple of things. This weekend we have our elections, our federal election, our Prime Minister.
Right.
And I'm hoping the current guy doesn't get back in, because he's been very friendly towards corporations and companies in a passive-aggressive way. But it's happening worldwide, this attempt of fascism.
Money, baby. There's a lot of money to be made, mate. Dave.
The encouraging thing I did hear, now I'll be the first one to admit, I'm always out there late bagging Mr. Garland for not doing his job, letting this go on and damaging America. And,
you do have a tendency to. And
democracy's in his hands, and
we appreciate that outside view, Dave. I do.
What?
I appreciate that outside view.
Thank you. After hearing the current news that Mr. Garland has asked for the statements from the January 6th committee, I feel encouraged to think, well, maybe, and I'll be the first one to say I was wrong, but it may be Mr. Garland is working in the background, in the shadows, putting a case together against these GOP gangsters.
Right.
Maybe there is a hope. Either way, it's going to be a messy situation, because it's going to look political, but it's not political. But
no, the Republicans are going to try to make it look political. That's what the Republicans are hanging on now.
The first thing I say is, well, you're only shitty, Mr. Garland, because you didn't get the job on the
Supreme
SCOTUS.
Court. Yeah.
They're going to use all sorts of tactics, but he's got to be strong, this man. I think the more I'm learning about how he works and his methods of operation, maybe he is one of those guys that doesn't like distractions and
He
being
has been
attacked while he's
known
on their case.
as somebody who doesn't show his hand, regardless of what. Whatever case he's working on, it's pretty well been played close to his vest. I am heartened by the Department of Justice asking for those transcripts that the January 6th committee has, and now we find out January 6th committee wants to talk to Congressman Loudermilk out of Georgia about a tour they gave on the eve of January 5th, the night before the insurrection, to a particular group of people. You know, showing them the whereabouts of everything. You know,
Well, I also have this fear that the Republicans are so relaxed and are still pushing this crap so much that do they know something we don't know in respect of the midterms? Have they got a fix in? Have they got some sort of cheat in? I mean, I know Donny's saying there's cheat now with Emmett Oz, whatever his name is.
oh, he's already
that,
calling for Oz to declare he wins. Same thing he did. Don't
That's
wait for
good
the
because
vote.
it-
Don't wait for a count. Just declare yourself a winner. You
well,
know,
that'll reinforce, won't it, what Trump's attitude is. You know, if
there
you
you
can't
go.
win, it's a cheat. It's going to help the Democrats. But I'm still disappointed that Democrats aren't fighting back enough. Um, I just feel it, and that they could be saying a lot more, bring a lot more to the attention of the American people that Fox don't bring attention to. Because I watch a lot of MSNBC and CNN. I don't watch any Fox. Only Fox I see is the clips that they play, and even MSN and NBC, and CNN. They're corporate. They're owned by the wealthy. The ultimate game for them is to have no taxes. But MSNBC are probably the only ones, I think, in the main media stream that are speaking more to the truth and facts
Right.
than any of them. But I think certainly my fingers are now crossed that Merrick Garland may be putting some indictments out before the midterms.
Right.
And it's got to be before the midterms, I think, John, because
If
after
it's
the
not before the
midterms,
midterms, it's going to be a mute point.
yes,
Right.
exactly.
You know, it'll be swept under the rug by the new Congress if it flips Republican one. The January 6th committee is out the window. So we can let me call out a few thank yous real quick. Dwayne Dwizzle came in with a $5 donation and said, "The Supreme Court just expanded Citizens United, thanks to Ted Cruz." Oh, fucking whoopee! They're challenging him on something. Damn it, challenging. Dwayne Dwizzle, thank you very much. And Dwayne came back with another $5 and said, "The gas and oil industry has 12.5 million acres of public drill leases, the size of New Jersey and Massachusetts combined." And that, baby, they're not even drilling on that. They want more leases now. They want that land. Give me that land. I'm going to give you some money, guy. I want to lease that land from you. They're not drilling on it, baby. And I know that in my state, we have wells that could produce a whole lot more, but they hold back on that shit. I swear they regulate how much they let go of it. They keep that price right where they want it. That's a business they're in. They don't give a shit about America. You could wave the flag upside down and stick it up your ass for all you could fart. God bless America. That's, I
Donna,
swear, it is what it is. Go ahead, Michael.
I think you missed a call out for Keith Beale. Keith Beale contributed.
Didn't I say that? Keith Bill came in with $10. Keith and Kathy and said record profits for the rich. That is all they care about. I didn't say that.
You probably did. I probably spaced.
Well, in case I didn't, I better give him a bang. In case I didn't, I'll just.
And
take
to
it.
something Dave just brought up about disappointment with the Democrats not saying anything. You know, Dave, I think our media over here is different from yours over there. It is all corporate. So they very well could be speaking out, but it doesn't reach us. They, you know, I've said it on the show before. I was watching an interview with Bernie Sanders while he was running for president, and they cut off a live interview to cover a Kardashian that, wrecked a car or bought a new house or something. The media,
Something.
it's
Right
not,
now, it's the Amber Heard and
Yeah,
Johnny
it's
Depp
Amber Heard.
case. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not entertainment. I've heard it called entertainment. It's not entertainment. It is a very, very ingenious, thought out propaganda machine on both sides, because our media is only owned by 3 corporations.
Yeah.
All of the media in America, and that's it. They
Yeah.
very well they very well could be speaking out, and we're just not.
Not hearing
You
it.
know, yeah.
Let's welcome. Is that Jeannie? Jeannie S. to the room? I'm sorry, dear. My eyes. Yes, Jeannie. Are you with us?
I think it's Jeannie.
Jeannie.
She's,
My eyes are
she's
fuzzy.
fallen out into the audience again.
Yes, I see that.
The thing is, Michael, the brainwashing system that the Republicans are using has been very effective, and they're not giving up on it. They'll lie in the face of the truth, and they know that a percentage of the people will still go along with that lie, and they're relying on that small percentage to be played with to get them through in some way, shape, or form. But Goering, the World War II fighter ace, the criminal, Trump, Hitler's right-hand man, Goering, he said in a speech which I did watch on YouTube, just reflecting on Nazism, he said that if you tell the people often enough, long enough, the fearful side of life. No, if you promote the fear in your message to the people for often enough, long enough, they will believe you.
Yes.
That's just brainwashing.
Fear is a hell of a motivator, baby. You scare somebody, they won't. They're going to band together and do something.
And that's what the GOP is using.
They're trying to do it the best they can, baby.
About,
Dave,
the crap that's not real.
I see the GOP using a lot of shit out of the Nazi playbook. Actually, I see a lot of it. It's almost.
Weren't
as if
we fighting
Orwell
fascists back then?
Yeah.
Weren't we fighting fascism back then?
Mussolini was the start of it all.
Mussolini, yeah.
Mussolini was number one fascist. Hitler wasn't so much a fascist back then.
He was a nationalist. Yeah.
Yes, he was.
He was a nationalist.
But
Mussolini was full-bore fascist. Money, baby.
Yeah. But he got his right whack.
Yeah.
What happened to him and his missus in the end was the right whack.
and that may be what it takes here.
Let's see if we could get Jeannie in the room with us. Jeannie, are you with us? Not hearing you, but darling.
Looks like her microphone's not working because she's not lighting up. So
Yeah, she's not lighting up at all.
She's muted herself. Maybe she doesn't know that she's muted.
I don't think she's muted because it would show up on my screen as muted.
Okay.
She might have some connection problems with Discord, or maybe not have a. You have to have a microphone and a headset. Helps to have a headset with a microphone.
And still, that doesn't guarantee.
That doesn't guarantee anything. So I don't know. There she went back down to the audience again. I don't know what that is right there. But
your midterms are only 5 months away now, aren't they?
Midterms for me are about 4 or 5 days. Well, no, I'm sorry. Yes, the midterms are in November 8th. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about my primary, which is in May 24th. I've got a primary here in Texas. So we get to throw our 2 cents into this.
June 7th.
I'm telling you, I want to say right now, the best news I could see out of the last little round here was that Cawthorn just got his ass thrown out.
Yeah.
Going to be the youngest ex-congressman in history, baby.
Yeah.
Get your little punk ass out of here. I just love
Thank
that.
God.
And now we got a fight going on up in Pennsylvania. You know, Donnie telling Oz, just claim you win because who gives a shit anyway.
That's right.
Yeah. Let me
not
send out
chickens,
before we
yeah.
get Johnny Fly in here. Let me send out a couple more thank yous to Teresa Diggum, who came in with a $5 donation and said, "Hey John, remember, LOL, it's actually a timely matter." Thank you, Teresa. Teresa, I probably remember what we were talking about 4 minutes ago. And Lady Freedom Rocks came in with $2 and says, "Bye bye, Madison Cawthorn. Hate knowing you." Ain't that the truth? I loved it. I was watching the returns all over the place, and of course, like I said, they still got it going on up in Pennsylvania. But yeah, I enjoyed the smackdown that he got, and but you know, he's evidently saying that don't worry, that the MAGA crowd is going to rise up again. Really? I think they already did, man. You know, that's what I worry about more than anything else because this shit isn't backing off, and I don't consider Donnie Boy's rallies to be political rallies. I do. I just think they're trying to raise a freaking army. They're not done, baby. I don't think they're done. They didn't, you know.
He knows
It's a practice.
Garland's coming after him, John. He's going to have a bit more. He's going to be more aggressive and more threatening. I mean, what a great
Yeah.
man to threaten your own country with your own little army. What a great president. I
It
can't
is
get my own way, so I'll attack my own country.
that's what
Good
I just
choice.
can't. I'm having a hard time with this. Every time I turn on the TV, I'm hearing some bullshit about the Republicans having an edge in the midterms. That pains me because I do consider myself a person that loves his country and served it for a reason. Uh, I just can't believe that my country would turn their back on the basic values of this country, the basic values of our system.
Hey, John.
Hello, Johnny Fly. How the hell are you doing?
Oh,
And
I'm
who let
doing
your
a
ass in
hell
here?
good. I
Oh,
don't
that's
know,
right.
but
I'm the
I
only
think
one in the
door
room,
was-
so it had to be me.
Yeah, you probably
Oh.
kicked the control by mistake. Just had my fourth COVID
Facebook.
shot today.
Huh? You
I
got?
said I just had my fourth COVID shot today.
Oh.
Vaccine.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Wait a minute. All of a sudden, mate just wrote a message that is. I can't read all that right now. I'll have to read that later. Hi, mate. How you doing? I'm sorry, Johnny Fly. I was in that, and I was
That's okay.
confused because Teresa Diggum just came in with another $2 donation just to remind me. She said, "No, I meant my message on Facebook." Teresa, I am so sorry, dear. I'm wore out, baby. I'm wore out, and my mind
you're
is in a million
one
places right
person.
now.
John.
Huh?
You're one person, John. We're all behind you. We understand.
Oh no, it's yeah, no, it's I got a paper over here in front of me that I just got, and now I'm fucking wondering, oh great, what the fuck is this? Let's see what John has now on his fucking schedule, which has been this way now for a week. Well, I need an MRA on my neck without contrast. Then I need an MRA on my neck with contrast. And I need an MRA on my head without contrast. And another MRA on my head with contrast.
You
And then
mean MRI?
No, an MRA. Then I get the
Oh, I never heard of
MRI
that.
on the brain without contrast.
What
So
does
that's what I'm going to be
MRA
doing in
stand
the next couple of fucking days. I'm tired.
What,
Huh?
what does that sound for, John? I never heard of that before.
Sounds like they're
MRA.
poking around trying to
What is
find
it?
something. You know, I'm
Well, I hope things are okay, John.
they're
Hang in
going to
there,
be
buddy.
okay. But I do.
But, yeah,
I have a
what do you
lot of
think of
medical
that
things
time,
going on, and that's how come my mind has not been completely in tune every time we come on, to tell you the truth. I'm trying to tread water. The only thing that really gives me any fucking outlet right now is this show. is when I turn on that camera and start talking my fucking mind that I let everything out. It just feels better for a minute.
Good.
John,
Well,
John,
And,
Therapy
Bill
for all.
Jones has got
because
his
when I
hand
stop
up.
doing that, then I start thinking of what the fuck is an MRA, and I know what an MRI is. Now we got MRA. Anybody know what that is now? I assume it's some kind of X-rays or some shit.
Medical autopsy.
John,
Yeah.
John, yeah,
John.
Bill Joins and Gene
Yes,
S have their hand up.
Okay. Thank you,
I want to
Jennifer.
hear what Bill's got to say about Mr. Garland, because he's probably got some more information on that.
Yeah. Let me get him. Let me see this if we can get Jeannie back in here. See if she's got her mic thing fixed and get Bill in here. Yeah, I just been running out of breath lately. Anyway, Bill Jones, how in the hell are you?
I'm well, sir. How
Good.
you doing?
I am doing fine as frog here, as Mary Ellen would say.
I'm taking a few days off after the long last
Got it,
few
Jess.
weeks. I participated in the. We had 10 days early voting, and I was busy getting folks to the polls and transporting them there and stuff. So the big news out of North Carolina, you already mentioned. My brothers and sisters over in the 11th district. I'm in the 7th district, but my district, 11 brothers and sisters went to the polls and they got rid of Mr. Cawthorn.
Yes.
Thank God.
Aren't we all just tickled to death about that? I mean, come on, give me a.
But,
Yeah.
well, we've been working, John. We've been working hard for God since before I was in the Blue Dot family. I've been doing this for 10, 12 years, but especially the last 4 years, we've been registering voters all over the state.
Outstanding.
And it helps, and you get people talking, and there's a lot of Republicans, no matter what the subject is, especially now with the Republicans coming after our voting rights and women's rights and everything else. There's Republicans who are starting to see the light, and
Some are.
because of that, we were able to get rid of Mr. Cawthorn. I'm
You there, Bill? What happened to Bill?
The Republican Party got him.
I think so.
He was silenced by them.
He was silenced again. Bill, don't let him silence you, brother. Oh man.
Jeannie's in the room.
I am in the room.
There she is. How are you doing, dear?
Yeah.
How are y'all?
I am doing fine. This is your first trip into the room, is it
You
not?
all hear
Doing
me?
good, Gene.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, we can.
Good.
Loud and clear.
Oh, awesome.
First time here, isn't it?
Hawthorne's out.
Yes, isn't that
It
just
looks
fun?
like Marjorie Taylor Greene will hang around for a while.
Do you think?
Who's in the room right now?
Well,
Bill here? Dave?
Dave's here. Yes.
Johnny Fly?
Yep. You
Hey,
Jeannie,
I've
where?
by
been-
the way,
Jeannie, where are you from?
by the way, John.
Jeannie?
Good old Discord.
Yeah, good old Discord, Bill. We lost you right in the middle of your sentence, brother.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to say that it's early. We're just after the primaries, but later, we get going into this. I'll remind you about the Super Blue for Terry Beasley running for Senate.
Bill, I am
we're
behind
one
on
of-
so many things right now. It's not even.
We are one of about 6 states that got a good shot of getting a Democratic senator and getting rid of Manson and Sinema. So Terry Beasley is my candidate. CHERIBEASLEY. Terry Beasley. She's a retired Supreme Court judge here in North Carolina. She is an excellent Democrat, and we're going to get her elected.
Outstanding.
She was up against. Let me finish, Jennifer, and then I'll be out of here. He was up against Jeff Jackson, and he decided to be a gentleman, bow out, and run for the open Senate seat over in District 14, or the open House seat. I'm sorry. And he won the primary over there by like 83%. I mean, he kicked ass.
Good.
So we probably looks like we're going to have 2 to 3 Democrats possibly take Republican seats in the House, and we're going to get the second only Democrat ever to win a Senate seat from the state of North Carolina.
We need him.
Right.
We
I'm
need
pretty
it, Bill.
happy. We had a good
Very good.
primary. Locally, we put in 4 school board members, 2 county commissioners, and 2 city council people, as well as the sheriff. So the
Outstanding.
Democrats did good in my district, and I thank all my people for working so hard and knocking on doors and making phone calls, and it worked.
That's what it takes,
So-
baby.
Hey, I wanted,
You guys,
John, I wanted to ask Bill. I'm sorry, Bill, to interrupt you. I just wanted to ask, who is that woman candidate you were back?
okay, you're cutting out, John. I couldn't hear a damn word you said.
I said that woman that you were, I forget what her name was it Carolyn or something? You were working for her. Did she get a,
Sherry Beasley?
I remember Sarah Beasley.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sherry Beasley is the
Might have been her.
Senate candidate. She took 83% of the vote.
I'd
She
say-
kicked ass.
I believe that's a
Good.
win.
all right.
She did awesome.
I believe that's a win.
Anyway, we did well, and the motto you can take from my 3 counties here is it really pays to talk the talk and walk the walk.
It does,
John
brother.
John says it all the time, and you've heard me since I've been a Blue Dot, before Discord even. I used to type it in the chat, and that's get involved, no matter. And John Fly knows. Last time around he volunteered.
Yes.
Whatever you can do.
It
If you
makes a
can make
difference.
phone calls,
If you are
Yes,
indeed
it's
even
phone
listening
calls
to the
and
show,
stuff.
it means that you're
Yeah.
involved. It means you're interested in the way this
Yeah.
country's going.
contact
So I want to thank everybody.
your local of the vote organizations, call your board of elections, see how you can help. Call your Democratic Party, see what they got going on. You can make phone calls, knock on doors, mail out flyers. I mean, there's a million things you can do. But getting involved, and I hate these people, everybody, we got 100 million of them that sit on the rank. Get involved because it works. It makes a difference. I've proved it the last 2 years. We used to have 70, I don't know, we were behind 17 points in the state.
Yeah.
Last election, we lost the Senate bid, and Trump only won the state by 1.3%. In
Oh,
6 years, we closed it from 17 to 1.5. This
Nice.
year, we're going to win the goddamn thing. And
I love
we're
it,
doing
baby.
it because people get involved, and if you don't think you make a difference, look at this last primary
Look
on
at
the
the
17th.
last.
Yeah,
Yes.
We had Sue, what's her name, in the 4th district up there, Lee Summers, up in the 14th district of Pennsylvania. 2 days before, they had her in 4th place. He won.
Yep.
He is a progressive Democrat who is going to be the Democratic candidate to go to the House from the 14th district. So tell me. And she had no money. She had her people out there on the streets banging on doors
look
and
at the
making phone
2018.
calls.
That is persistence.
You know,
And it worked.
we've risen up the
So-
last 2 elections. Presidential
That's
election.
right.
I mean, the previous midterm and the past
Well,
presidential.
Bill, you did
Yeah.
good.
We need.
Anyway, my whole message is very simple. If you're not involved, get involved in whatever way. I don't expect you to be, insane like John and I are. We do this shit
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 days a week. I don't expect
Every
you to
day,
do
baby.
that, but
Every day.
I hear you. But
Doesn't.
expect that,
I don't
but
recommend it, man.
even
It's
an
not
hour
good
or
for your
two-
health.
I mean, an hour or 2 a week, making some phone calls, or donating your time to your local party, or going over to the Board of Elections and see if you can set up a little card table over the grocery store to hand out applications.
All it takes is
voter
one
registration.
contact.
Anything.
You know how it goes.
Exactly.
It takes one
So,
time for you to reach out to your Democratic headquarters
That's it.
or something to
Yeah.
get involved,
Yeah.
to ask,
Yeah.
and believe me,
yeah.
they will
Yeah.
pull
So
you
just
in a good way. In a
Get
good way.
involved. Get involved and get one of your friends involved. Take
Yeah.
some, like I always say, vote
Yeah.
and take somebody with you.
Yeah. In the same way, if you want to get involved in your local politics, say, Bob, I was thinking about going down there and checking out the Democratic Party. I'm really getting involved in this kind of stuff. Let's go see what they're going to do.
Well,
You make that
Yeah,
move,
John
baby,
and
you're
I-
in there.
I'm going to tell the Blue Dot family a story.
ahead.
John and I are old. I got John beat by
Hey.
4 days.
Don't let the secret out now, man.
If I remember correctly, it's January 24th of 53. Am I correct?
That is my birthday, sir.
And I know that because I was born 33 days before you. I was born December 24th.
You old shit.
And I was born December the 25th.
God, you can respect your elders, man.
I'm telling you now. I'm starting to understand that getting old ain't for sissies shit.
Yeah,
This
well,
shit
you and I have
gets
been fighting this
tired.
since we were right out of high school. I was 17 years old when I enlisted, and I ain't looked back.
Yeah,
I
same
remember
way.
taking that oath, and guess what? The oath is forever. It isn't just for
Yeah,
your
it stays with you.
It is
It
forever.
stays with you forever.
You know, I took
You
an
never
oath so
take
much
your
for
name
my
off of it,
country.
baby.
No, not when it comes to my country.
Mm-mm.
So I said it the last 2 elections here on the Blue Dot, and I'll say it again. Again, the vote of our lifetime.
It
This
is
time,
indeed.
and I got a little. When I said it at the last election, I had Blue
All right,
Dots get
Roy.
angry at me. But whatever your issue is, whether it's health care or
Linda,
women's
I
rights,
thought,
whatever, it doesn't matter.
Linda
Those
was born in
things-
65.
Those things take a back seat to what we're voting for now. Because they're coming after our rights. They proved it with Roe v. Wade. They're now going after voting rights and every other right.
Boy, at it.
So it's vote for America, vote for a
We're the only ones that
vote.
can stop that shit.
Yep.
Let
Get
me,
out there and vote. Our vote matters.
Anyway,
Oh,
can I
I'll
ask?
let you guys discuss this. That's my 2 cents worth. But get involved and be part of this.
Bill, we love you for your involvement, brother. Stay busy. Hoorah,
Hey,
my
you know.
friend. Hoorah. That's the way it is.
Somebody else. Guess what?
Huh?
You done talk somebody into voting, and that's important.
Trying to do my best out here, Bill.
You're great. You know I love you, brother. Keep it up,
I
man.
love you back. Take care of yourself, Bill, and thank you for coming
Yep.
in.
Yeah, I'll come in next week when I'm not doing nothing, and maybe I can read
Yeah.
you one of my
Yeah,
lives.
you're like me, brother. There
Last
ain't
week
that
I
day.
wrote,
You're not ever not doing anything, Bill.
Yeah, well,
You always got a list of
that's
shit you got to do.
yeah,
I'm the
next week.
same way, brother. I'm the same way.
I'm speaking at the Legion this week, and
Good.
I do have 2 op-eds that I've written in the last 10 days, and maybe I'll read one of them on air next time.
Well, thanks to Travis, I have made a contact within the Democratic Party here, a pretty high one, evidently. I'm going to be having a meeting with them pretty soon here. I'm hoping to
That'll work.
have some video.
I
of
can't
it.
wait for you to. I can't wait for you to interview Beto when he comes to court.
Oh, if he gets, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I got
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a different story. I got to
Well,
send
I'll
out a
let
few
you go, buddy.
thank yous here. Bill, you running out the door?
Yep, I'm running. We'll talk to you later. Be safe, guys.
You
Talk to
too,
next
Bill.
time.
Take care of yourself.
Thanks, Bill.
Take care, buddy.
Let me send out a few
Bye-bye,
thank
Bill.
yous. Nana Lovely.
Guys, love you.
Tammy Ames came in with a $2 donation and told me that the MRA is to check blood vessels and etc. Well, I've learned more from you than my doc. Anyway, thank you. And then she came back with another $2 to tell me procedure MRA and MRI are the same, different imaging. Good deal. That's nice to know. I'm already getting more relaxed as we speak. I thought there was going to be a scalpel involved in some shit. Turn your head to the left and like slice here. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate it. And Timothy came in with a $10 donation. Timothy, thank you very much, my friend. And let me see. I'm sorry. Oh, Anthony Lester came in with a $20 donation and said, cancel Barry Loudermilk, a congressman from Georgia that gave private tours to January 5th on the day before the riot. He has been subpoenaed by the January 6th committee. Traitor. And that's the thank you, Anthony Lester. That's the story I was talking about. I've seen today that they want to talk to Barry Loudermilk, a congressman out of Georgia who was given a tour the night before, baby. Are you shitting me? And you trying to tell me that fucking party is favored to win? If that happens, baby, there's something wrong with this country, and it's getting out of control. And if we let this election, I swear, We could find ourselves in desperate times if the Republicans take over in the midterms, if they get the House and the Senate. Katie, bar the door. Betty, hold your drawers up. It's gonna get deep. It's gonna get deep fast.
That's
Anyway.
the power of
Yeah.
our media. That's what I'm talking about, the power of our media. We hear what they want us to hear.
Yeah.
They prep us for the next
Yes.
step.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing that shit. You keep telling me, well, the Republicans are going to win. Are you shitting me with the decision that the Supreme Court's looking at did you see what I think at Oklahoma today? That life begins at fertility. Hey, baby, when that sperm hits that egg, bingo, baby, where's the fucking child support? Hey, where's that daddy? I'm fertilized down here. Let's get it going. Let's start throwing that shit out there and see how long that legislation lasts. Let's get the daddy involved from the moment of conception. Why
Yeah,
leave this
so
all
he-
burdened on the woman?
Shouldn't he be paying child support
Yes,
at that
that's
point?
what I'm saying. They're demanding, oh, that's a life right there. It started right there in the bedroom before he got out the house that night. Bingo. Where is
Well,
that guy?
I tell you what, John. We better hope to God Josh Shapiro gets in for governor of Pennsylvania, because if that other asshole gets in, we're going to be going backwards. He's another Trump.
He's a big time Trumper. He's a big
supporter
time,
of,
yeah.
of his life.
Yep, he's a
Yeah, what's it, Massa? He's an Italian fellow. What's Doug Massa?
yeah. I can't say his
Mastriano or
name.
something
Yeah,
like-
something like that. Mastriano.
Yeah.
I'm
He,
going
yeah,
to
when
that.
he did his.
Jeannie, are you with us, dear? Jeannie? Jeannie, can you hear me?
This court is not being kind to
She's
Jeannie.
showing
No.
his arm, but she's not. There's no response.
I was trying to
Why
find out where
doesn't
she's
the,
from. I think this is her first. Is this not her first time on the show? I have never seen that name in here before.
First time I've seen it.
So
I think
Why
she is.
doesn't
I've never seen her
the
before.
January 6th committee share the information with Garland? Why aren't they've told
Well, now,
Garland
isn't
that
there,
he can look at the. They said he can look at the stuff, but he can't have it.
Yeah.
Now, what does that mean?
well, that
That's
does say a lot,
almost
doesn't it? Doesn't it?
It's
That-
almost like they're defending some of their own.
It
They're
does.
fearful of what might
It
get out.
does. You know, it sets up a very different situation between the DOJ and the January 6th committee. I do believe, and I try to give Merrick Garland every benefit of the doubt because I am familiar with his past record of not letting things get out, you know, that he's doing. He's very Is that you, Jeannie?
I am.
Ah, there you are.
I am here.
There you go. I was asking.
Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you, Dar.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Where are you
You
from?
can hear me, huh? John, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I don't think John can hear me.
I can. Yes, I can hear you.
He can hear you. I don't think you can hear him.
He can hear you.
I can't hear him if I'm in the room. I don't know why. But,
Well, we can all hear you.
Okay, ask her where she's from.
oh, that's awesome.
Where, Jeannie,
But-
John,
Where are you from, Gene?
Well, maybe it's my problem because on my left ear and my earbuds, I can't hear anything
Oh,
because I'm that deaf.
John wants to know where you're from.
Minneapolis, Minnesota, but I moved to Bloomington, which is just 7 miles away or something.
hey, do you know
Hi,
Keith?
America.
Keith has his hand up, John, if you want to bring him in. That's up to you.
Yeah, Keith is on.
Do you know Keith?
John, can you hear me? No.
I can. Somebody
ask
tell her
John,
yes.
please.
I can hear her.
Yeah, Jeannie, he can hear you. He can hear
Oh,
you.
John, can you hear me?
Yes, I
He
can.
can hear you. He can hear you. You just can't hear him. He's asking
I
us.
know.
He's
I
asking
can
us.
only hear you.
Oh Lord.
I can't hear John.
Right.
In fact,
That's
I
right.
Can you hear me?
I
That's
can
right.
hear
Can
you, Johnny Fly.
me?
I can hear
Yeah,
you, Johnny
okay.
Fly.
Okay,
There's a
good.
problem with Discord, Jeannie. Discord is kind of it's sketchy. You can hear John.
Well,
You
apparently,
can.
Keith is mute. Oh, he's not mute again.
Yes, he's.
So if you only can hear the program, I go back into the Facebook.
I've lost control.
I can't hear the program.
I've met
Keith
Hang
is
on, everyone. Just stop. Let's just stop for 1 second because I don't know what's happening here. Jeannie doesn't know what's happening. No one knows what's happening. John,
Yes,
take control of the room back, please.
I am
Find out who
trying
can
to.
hear you.
Let me see. Jeannie.
Well, Keith is mute right now.
Hang on, Jeannie.
Okay.
Hang on, Jeannie.
Okay.
You hear John when he talks. Go.
I
Hang
can't.
on, Dave.
I'm not going to hang up. I'm right here.
Okay. Keith, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
How are you
On board.
doing, Keith?
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh,
Who's this? Is this John?
It's a comedy.
yeah. We have a situation.
Oh,
Okay.
This is slapstick comedy.
Yes, it is slapstick comedy. I'm
Yeah.
going to have to remove Jeannie
well,
just
now
because
I can't hear him. I can hear you.
Yeah. I'm going to.
I could have sworn I heard him laugh.
I'm wondering if Gene, if you can go out and come back in. That might
I
solve
just
the problem,
took her
isn't
out of the room.
it? Okay.
Yeah, for a minute here. Let me get her back outside to get her back in a minute. Yeah, let's remain under control. What'd you say, Dave? Get control? Yeah, I ain't good at that
Yeah.
shit here lately, brother. I'm losing control every time I turn around. It seems on a variety of subject of shit. But it's
again.
life.
Let's
It's
try
life.
this again. Why do you think Mr. Garland is one? We know why Garland wants information. Why do you think the J6 committee is keeping that stuff close to their chest? That's all I want to know. Why do you think the J6 committee will not share with Garland, only letting
Because they've already given Steve Bannon, and we're still waiting on a trial there. It has been delayed. We also have, is it Mark Meadows or not Mark Meadows? Is it Mark Meadows that also got contempt?
Yes,
We're still waiting.
it was Meadows.
There's
He's
no
the one that
action
said
on
no,
either
but
one of
yeah.
those upcoming. I don't know exactly why the January 6th committee is not willfully just turning over everything, unless that you remember that the January 6th committee may, just by nature of who they talk to, have a whole lot more information than DOJ does.
They say they wanted DOJ to act on they're going to give it to DOJ. Wasn't that the original plan?
You know,
Them to put this together, then give it to DOJ.
that
so
that would
there
be
you
the
go.
original plan, but the committee can only make recommendations to the Department of Justice for violation of law.
Now they seem to be limiting the Department of Justice's access.
I don't know if it's that or if it's. I think they're gathering a little bit more information and want to make a solid case. You know, they're not
Well,
trying. If they subpoena Loudermilk, how many is that? 6 sitting congressmen that have been subpoenaed by this committee. It doesn't take much to look and see where this is going. These are sitting congressmen who may have attempted through their office to overturn an election and install a dictator. There ain't no other way to say it out here in layman's terms, baby. You know, that's what they were trying to do.
And that's why they don't want to release anything too sensitive because they don't want the counterplay. They don't.
The narrative set up by the Republicans is going to be, it's a political attack. This is just
Right.
a political attack against us. Where
Right,
did Jeannie go? Uh-oh, Jeannie left the audience now. Uh-oh. All right, Jeannie, if you're out there listening, try to come back into the audience again. We'll try that again. Keith,
Discourse
maybe
on.
you could run over to her house and check out and see if you can help her.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, y'all both live in Minneapolis, so I assume you know each other.
Yeah. I met, Turkey. I mean, she's cool people.
Hey,
Good,
Keith.
she is. She said it. Oh, do you actually know her?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that part.
Oh, wow.
I did not know that part,
She's
Keith.
Oh, yes.
I was just
Shared
making a joke. I just.
the t-shirt.
Oh. Well, we had to. See if you can help her fix that problem. Because I guess everybody could hear her except she could not hear me. And that made for an awkward conversation.
Discord really screwed up.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed to hear
Okay, so-
Discord was even brought up in that damn shit in Buffalo. But it was. This platform is used by a lot of people.
I'm
You know,
just fearing, John, that the J6 committee, I fear that that committee is finding out more stuff as they go along, and they're finding out that maybe some Democrats have been naughty people.
Yes.
and they're fearful of getting their own name dirty, then maybe they don't want the DOJ to act on everything. Or if the DOJ does act on something, maybe the Republicans have got their own ammunition to throw back at what they've
If they
discovered.
do, I
Just
want to
seems-
hear it. If there are Democrats involved anywhere on January 6th, I'd like to hear that shit.
Most certainly.
You know,
No one's above the law.
nobody. That's what we are told, Dave. That's what we're told. Nobody is above the law. In practice, it could be argued, buddy.
There's well,
If you're subverting
different
our
levels of law
democracy,
for
you need
different
to go to
people, isn't
prison.
there?
Either that, Michael, or if you have enough money. You know, look at how far Epstein got
Yep.
before he was overcome by grief and accidentally hung himself. You know.
Yeah, that's funny.
That is
That
funny.
is funny.
That is funny. I'll go to my dying day thinking, no, I don't think he hung himself. Shit, are you shitting me? Powers that be, baby, when you're talking about that level of money and that level of power. I
See,
can
that's
only,
all gone by the
just like
wayside.
anybody else, I don't know shit about,
Hey, John, that's just like
lifestyles
when,
of the rich and
when
famous.
Putin puts somebody out. When
Huh?
Putin puts somebody out, remember, Putin does that too to his political enemy.
Putin will poke you with an umbrella.
And gee, what happened? He die or what happened? You don't know.
The dastardly
Yes,
deeds done.
That's how
60
That's
million.
how Donnie wants America. Donnie wants America that like a Putin. It's so obvious to the rest of the world, anyhow.
Yep.
That Donnie wants to be like Putin. There is just no. You can't put any other thing on it. You can't. You can say it's fascism. That's all tied up in it because other people in the GOP
Yes.
have their own agendas. There's so many personal agendas are mixed in here. That's one big evil pile of shit.
That's like I always wonder why people like Lindsey Graham, who all of a sudden had an epiphany and was going to walk away, but then all of a sudden was sucked back to Trump. Same way with a lot of
Yeah.
them. You know, it's like Donnie's
Well,
got dirt
you
on him
know,
one
did
way
you
or
hear-
another, and he'll toss it out, and they're afraid of it or something. You know,
Hey,
You've all heard-
John,
you're
did
right,
you
Gary.
hear, though,
Money can
Graham,
buy a
the-
whole lot of lies, buddy. Yeah.
Y'all heard about
Hey,
SP's statement that Trump actually wanted to shoot the protesters before the Bible
Yes,
hearing?
yes, yes.
He wanted, shoot him in the legs.
Just
get
shoot him
out
in
of
the
there.
leg. Get the protesters
Yeah.
out of the way, shoot him in the leg, and just move it.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
oligarchy.
Let's
that
launch
dangerous
missiles into
thing.
Mexico. Venezuela, too, while we're at it.
Yep.
The bullshit that we
Now,
hear. Well, you know
now,
what,
fuck
Michael, though? You know what pisses me off about all those stories? Is they come out
Is that
after the
they
fact. They wrote the book.
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna
come
write
out
a
in
book.
a book. They come out in
Quit
for-profit
telling
book.
me you're a fucking patriot concerned about this country. No, you're not. You're worried about writing a fucking book and making some money. That's
Yep.
you know, let's all get down to brass tacks here. That's what it is. John Bolton.
had to-
I was in the room, but I didn't say shit because I
I
wanted to
had to
write
stay
a book.
quiet to protect. Yeah, I had to stay quiet to protect America. That's why I'm writing a book now. Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what? Write the book and do what? God damn it.
Who just had their book?
No, the guy
the-
back in the 60s who was in the Chicago Six wrote a book
Oh.
called "Steal My Book." Abby Hoffman.
Abby Hoffman. I remember
Steal
that name.
this book. Don't buy it.
Steal it.
You need to know.
Oh, I remember that. Yes.
Yeah,
Steal this book.
Steal this book. They don't know how many copies were out there because he didn't want for profit.
Yeah,
that.
he didn't want the man to make the money. He
Yeah,
wanted the people to
do
hear
that.
his words.
Put the information out in free way, so you're not profiting over it, and then I'll give you a little credibility. But as it is,
Well, nowadays, luckily and unluckily, deciding on what side of the sword, what edge of the sword you slide down. Double-edged sword. Lord have
Ah.
mercy.
Hey, how's a funny little gaffe from Mr. George W. Bush? And a madman goes into Iraq. He slipped up badly, didn't he?
yes, he did. Yeah, Iraq. I mean, Ukraine. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Donnie, I mean, W.
Yeah.
Bushy.
W.
W.
Yeah,
Jr.,
W.
yeah.
He
Oh.
gave himself up. He actually, it was a Freudian guilt slip.
Yep.
He gave himself up.
Yep.
I read a headline, but I didn't read the story yet. It's been a rough day, baby.
Well, he was
It's
making
been a rough
a
day.
speech, John, and in this speech he said he was talking about dictators and nut jobs and whatever. And he just happened to refer to one, like something can happen, like one man can. He was referring to Putin in Ukraine, but he happened to say, you know, one man can go nuts and by his own choice invade a country like Iraq.
Oh, who would be stupid enough to do that?
George Bush.
Yeah. Oh shit. I say that often, that all the shit that came from the Middle East you could lay at George W.'s feet. You know,
I'm laughing, but it's sad.
when we were attacked on 9/11 on that disaster of a day, and we went into Afghanistan to find Bin Laden and all this shit, and all of a sudden stumbled and fell into Iraq. And baby,
Based
that
on
was
that,
it. The
after
shit was
Pearl
on.
Harbor, John, based on that logic that George Bush used after 9/11, after Pearl Harbor, you should have attacked England.
We could hit anybody. Pick somebody. Throw a dart. Throw a fucking dart. They don't have to have anything to
Why'd
do
you
with it.
attack-
We'll just hit them.
Why'd you attack Japan for?
Because it
England's
became a
fault.
contractor's war. I mean, you know, that's after a certain point, looking at my military life and my civil service life, it's just, God knows, man, so much about money.
I read a book that
Fascism is
after
running your.
I read
Sorry,
a
Michael.
book. I read a book that after we invaded Iraq, it showed the trail of where we bombed, and it just happened to be exactly the layout for the pipeline of oil for us to take out. So, you know, it was as transparent as bombing the wrong country. Why we bombed the wrong country, you know?
War is good for business, Michael.
Yeah.
It really is. It employs a lot of people. God kills a lot, but hey,
Portrayed.
you know.
It is portrayed in cartoons, The Simpsons, Family Guy, all those. They always throw slings at the GOP and war. It was only the other day I was watching a Simpsons episode, and then up comes one of these political guys, this Texan guy, this oil guy, and he was saying how war is good for business and business is good for America. Well, if that's the only business America's got, you got a fucking problem.
No shit.
Boy, howdy. I
Yeah,
hope
that's
so.
the statement.
Nana.
War is good for business and business is good for America. It's like, we'll give a fuck about any other business. The arms dealers and the military complex is
A
running
healthy
the country.
society makes for a great country.
And why do
Yeah.
you love your guns so much?
America is a gun, my friend. I can't argue that point. Not anymore.
I said the new national flag, if the GOP get in, will be a
Oh,
white
just
flag
run a picture
black-
of an
with a black
AR-15 up
moose.
there, baby.
and an AR-15.
For half
Yep.
this country, it seems like.
Yeah.
You know, we've lost sight of
Hey,
priorities, baby. I just.
Hey, John.
Yes, sir.
John, Jeannie has her
Oh.
hand up. Let's see what happens this time.
Let's find out, and then I'm gonna
Hello.
call out Nana Lovely again, who came in with another donation of $5 and said, "This too shall pass. You'll be fine. We are all behind you, buddy." I'm trying to convince myself that, Nana. I really am, baby. I'm having a hard time. It's just been rough lately. You get these
Hello?
weird feelings. Hello, Jeannie. How are you, baby? Can you hear me?
Can you all hear me?
I can hear
I can
you.
hear you.
Wait,
Hi.
wait, Jeannie, can you hear me?
Is this John?
Jeannie, can you hear me?
John Bernabo?
Jeannie, can you hear me?
Yes.
Johnny Fly is around.
Nope, I don't think
I
she can hear me.
you. I don't think you can hear John, right?
Well, I should be able to hear, but I did for a while. I can't right now.
Well, I'm talking to you right now. This is me, John. Can you hear
I
me?
cannot hear him.
Okay, she
I'm
cannot.
trying
Okay.
to.
He,
Yep, she can't
Hold
hear
on.
me. Let me thank Michael Johnson, who just came in with a $5 donation, and say, okay, we are meeting in Kansas City for the next Blue Dot meeting. Barbecue and buds. Fuck Trump. Let's go, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. I know where Kansas City is. Shit, yeah.
Yeah, I know the
It's right
barbecue.
straight
Yeah,
north
yeah.
of me, buddy. Let's go. Get out the barbecue and the bud. I'm ready. Shit, that's what I need right now. I need a little R&R. I swear it's.
Go fishing, bro.
I need to. Yeah, I've got. Yeah. facing some medical issues that are really fucking quite scary. It's like sometimes you get up in the morning, you're sitting there having your coffee, and you're going, "Oh fuck," and it's that kind of scary.
Well,
Feel it.
John, the fact that you're taking care of it now is what's important. That way they can find out what the problem is. So you're doing the right thing
there's
by
more
getting your
involved. Today's episodes just,
Yeah.
increase the anxiety, and you're right, Nana Lovely. That's most of the anxiety. It's more my blood pressure because of the situation and how I learned I have these appointments. I learned I have these appointments to get the MRAs and the MRI and all these other stuff with and without contrast. I learned about them today. They were ordered on May 9th. They were ordered on May 9th.
Yeah, I had them already.
I
John,
had-
when I had the cancer issue, I had to go through that.
Well, if cannabis is good for anything, it's good for this right here. When you have anxiety, I mean, it saved my life. I'm not kidding. Cannabis saved my damn life when things got too stressful for me.
It is, if I lived in a legal state, it's probably what I would. It is. It's the only drug I have of choice that reduces my stress level at all. And believe me, right now, that's my problem right now. Today is I'm a little stressed out because of the fact of how I came about knowing about these tests. I had tests done on May 9th. I had a heart. I don't know what the hell it was. It's an imaging thing on your heart.
It's like electrocardiogram.
Yeah, whatever. It was a picture thing they did. Anyway, that was done on me on May 9th. On May 11th, I had a doctor's appointment, went to go see the results, but oh Lord, the doctor didn't get the results from the place. So that doctor's visit was just a nothing. But I went after the procedure before. Okay, so I've had several other episodes since then. These things are not fucking fun, and they're scary as fuck. And but I had also complained about this thing in my hand that there's something stuck in my hand, and every time I put my palm down, ouch, there's something in there. Oh, we're going to get an X-ray. So I called radiology today to schedule an X-ray for my hand just to see if there's a piece of steel stuck in my hand. Well, Mr. Bravo, you know you have these appointments. They were called in on May 9th. Really? Nobody told me. So those orders have been sitting up there since May 9th, and I'm sitting here having these fucking episodes, and I don't know what the fuck is going on.
You know what, John? I know in my case with Geisinger, anytime I have an appointment and they have an extra one, they will print it out for me, and I take it home and put it on my refrigerator. So I'm amazed that they don't do that with you, though.
They made these appointments over the phone. I wasn't there.
Oh, there you go.
They made the appointments, so they just didn't tell me. So
maybe it's a good idea.
And if I hadn't called about the damn X-ray on my hand today, I still wouldn't know about them, that I'm supposed to have that done.
Maybe, John, just get those sticky
See,
notes.
Michael just got the wild part. This has been since May 9th I had that first fucking procedure done. If there was a problem, there's only, when you have a test done, there's only two answers. Either you had a problem, you didn't have a problem. Right? I still don't know yet.
Yep. Hey, John.
Yeah.
This is Keith.
Hey, Keith.
We are the same age, 60 plus.
Yeah. I'll go with the 50 plus.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not a lie. We're 50 plus.
Okay. Yeah. I like that.
It's not a lie.
But I've recently, and I'm sharing this personally, that I have a irregular heartbeat.
A regular what?
Heartbeat.
Really?
Where the heart will pump and then stop.
Yeah.
We getting old, bro.
Ain't it? This sucks.
Well, you gotta watch with that too, because John,
Hold on, Johnny Fly.
Go ahead.
Where I'm going with this, John, is just the other day, yesterday, listening to the chat or whatever on the computer, sitting on my ass. I stood up and I fell over.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
With the room spinning.
Yeah.
Thank God I fell on my bed.
Yeah.
Okay? So take
That's
our old ass in and get checked, man.
Yeah, I am. I'm
Well-
going to go get these tests done and
Well,
go ahead,
what I
Johnny.
want to say, John, what I wanted to say is our lieutenant governor, John Fetterman, that just won his nomination.
Yes.
That's why he's in the hospital, because his heart wasn't beating right and it caused a stroke to him.
Yeah, he had a
So
stroke,
that's
and
why-
now they put a
Right.
pacemaker with a defibrillator in there.
Defibrillator,
Yeah.
correct. So that's
He's the lieutenant governor.
probably what happened in your case.
I'm not.
Yeah.
That's the part I'm. The
Keith,
part of
are you
this
still
story is that it is the 19th today, isn't it? Today the 19th.
Yes.
This
yes.
is 10 full fucking days after the first test. And I don't know shit, except that I just found out that on that day, the same day I had that other test, then you ordered 4 more tests for me, 5 more tests, and I didn't know about it. There's a problem.
yeah.
And I don't like. Let's get off this because I didn't intend for this to be a critique on.
Exactly. It's not a medical show. You're depressing
Yeah.
all of your listeners.
Yeah.
I think that people want to hear about what we feel about what's happening in poor old America at the moment and how it's been hijacked by a bunch of fucking Nazis.
And that's the basic problem we have in this freaking country.
Well, fascism is
Evidently, it
turned
seems to
into
be a popular
Nazism.
thing amongst a certain part of our population. You know?
Yeah. But
Unregulated.
I want to know why Donald Trump, we all know in our gut, I think you all know that he wants to run in 2024.
Oh,
I think he's holding off whether he's going to run or not based on what Merrick Garland does with him. Because if Merrick Garland starts indicting other people around him, he may say, I'm running. And then he can use it even more strongly as a defense. It's a political attack.
yes, as a political attack. Yes. Yes,
but
that theory.
if they're going to leave him alone, he won't run.
It's the same old political witch hunt, is what he'll say.
Yes. That's
There's
been a
exactly, and,
political
he'll,
witch
and,
hunt.
and a large majority of this population will believe him.
Yep.
You know, that's the
America
sad
was
part.
set
Not the majority, just a large part. We hold the majority.
America was set
Democrats
up
and
to look
independents
after
hold the
its
fucking
people.
majority. There ain't no
You're
doubt
supposed
about.
to look after your people, John.
What's that, Dave?
The Constitution says you look after your people. You have got a National Guard for what reason? For these particular times when you get a rogue political leader that goes rogue. The National Guard was there to stop this 25% of idiots that may turn into 1% getting out and protesting against arresting Trump. But that's what the National Guard is for, to protect you and the Constitution. So you can't have a political party turn around and dictate to you that what they want is going to happen when the people don't want it to happen. So
That seems to be the issue we have
what
right
I feel
now.
is that you've never used this power before, and it's a hard thing to do to bring out. But you may have.
We
to,
have
if
used
they
the
arrest
National
Donald
Guard
Trump.
in national emergencies before, but not for a political cause.
Exactly.
And
But you have to do it.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come down to that. But I understand your point that you're making, because as I'm saying, I don't think Donnie's holding a religious rally. I mean, a religious rally. A political rally. He's raising an army.
Propaganda rallies.
He is raising an army because if they tried to do it by force once, there are people amongst that group that will do it again, that are already planning it again, and some of them may be within our government, and that's what the January 6th committee really wants to talk about. These 5 or 6 congressmen, come on in. Let's just think about that shit. You have to subpoena a congressman. A congressman is not willing to come in front of a congressional committee and speak the truth. That should scream something to you. I think it does to a lot of us.
Our
Isn't
country.
that kind of the point of our problem? We have Fox equal Russian TV being blasted all over our airwaves. But we won't take the view of, what are you guys doing? How do we help our people? How do we build America? No. All we're focused on is this apprentice Trump bullshit. And that's what they put on TV. And then they say, well, it's just the way it is. Bullshit. They're sticking a thumb up our asses, y'all.
We've been watching them chip away. We've been watching them chip away at this America for decades. This country wasn't like this. Our senators, our congressmen were straight shooters back in the Nixon era, and we've been watching them deregulate the FCC, take control over propaganda media, settle it down to 3 corporations, which are all basically the same, and all they want is more profit. It's so obvious.
Seems like it would be they ought to make it into a board game, huh?
Yeah. But no one goes to jail but you and me. That get out of jail.
A government version of Monopoly.
Yeah.
The get out of jail free card only applies to lobbyists.
Yeah, we're not those people, Mike.
Yeah,
we don't have enough money.
Nope.
And herein lies your problem: money. The money is controlling your politics.
The money has always been the root of either you have so much that you are indifferent to injustice, or you have so little that it takes everything you have to survive. And I think that most of us listening here are probably fall within that latter category, that you barely making enough to make it damn through the month. And that's how a lot of us live. I want to point out that I did not mean to take this conversation into a medical condition. How's John doing these days? I didn't mean to go there. It's been on my mind all day, and I had some problems today. Anyway,
this is your show. We're talking about whatever you want to talk about.
But my point, what I was going to do is,
understand where you're coming from.
I didn't mean to take it there, but
we're here with you.
I didn't mean to take it there, but I want to point out the conversation that has been going on in this chat. If you're sick, you ought to read this because it makes you feel better. It warms my heart to see that conversation going on back and forth when Blue Dots are concerned, because there are a lot of Blue Dots I see in the chat that live alone, have health issues and whatnot, and they're concerned about shit, and it makes them feel good when others reach out, and that conversation going on in there, that's what, to me, that's what this family part means when we say do Blue Dot family. It's not just a group, baby. These people care about each other, and it warms my heart when I see that happening right there in front of me in the live chat. So everybody that was involved in that conversation going on in there, Teresa, thank goodness, you're okay, baby, and it's still going on. That the love being passed, as Sister Funkenstein just wrote. Gary Spring, I love you back, brother. There's this family atmosphere in here that I so treasure, because everybody in this family, we have a common cause in front of us. We all don't all get along. We all don't share everything in life the same. But when it comes down to this family and the caring attitude that people have for each other in this family, brother, I could not ask for anything better in life than to know that I was a small part of what is going on in this fucking chat. Anyway, it's late.
Well, John, we need a commander-in-chief.
Yeah.
Like
we need a hero. We all need to find one.
Talking to people, and people will say, this guy is right.
If I'm right, if I am right, Keith, it is because you're right. If I'm right, it's because Aaron is right. It's because Don Cheeto and Joe Long are right. The remixtress is correct. Virginia Woodley is right. If I'm right, everybody in this room is right. So that makes me no different than anybody else in this room.
The tentacles that you have put out there.
Buddy, all I did was turn on my camera.
And just draw us together with the same common sense thinking of us.
I think if we all would have stumbled into a room, I think that no matter who would have brought us there, the result would have been the same. It's this.
No, it's a different group, John. This is a different group. This group is more. It's more. It is more. We do talk about each other in a concerning factor when we know someone else is sick. So it's different than the normal chat groups where everyone goes away and a week later or 5 days later, you come back together again, and it's a whole new thing. But we all know about a little about each other's life. We all have
Yeah.
a little understanding about each other's
Yeah.
life.
Yes. And,
So it's easy to
And that
identify with that
implies
person.
Yeah.
And that we care about the same basic principles.
there you go. We care about the same principles as we care about each other. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for the evening, though, because I'm tired. I really do need to go sit down today at some point.
Rest, John.
I need. It's been a busy fucking day, and yeah, I am. I'm worn out today.
Good night, John.
Good night, Michael. I appreciate y'all. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in and joining the conversation tonight. And indeed, again, thank you to our Blue Dots on YouTube, on Facebook, in that conversation. It makes me, I'm getting out of breath. Whew. It makes me feel good, baby. And that's the heart of it. So, Linda, right back at you. Yes, sir. Hey, what?
John,
Huh?
having hope in your heart and your mind will keep you alive.
That's right, brother. It's kept us alive this fucking long. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't having any more health scares than a lot of people in this fucking room. Just explained a little while ago. Just going through some shit, and yeah, every once in a while you get that kick in the head that goes, "Oh, that could have been it." And I ain't ready to go nowhere yet. Fuck you. I'm just getting started. Are you shitting me? We're just now getting started.
Hey,
We got
you know what?
24.
You know what,
coming up.
John?
Yes, sir.
I live so that I can tease Captain Man 656. I like Keith. He's a good guy.
Who's that?
Keith.
Oh, Keith? You mean that guy from Minnesota?
Yeah. Yeah, that guy way up
Yeah, I
there
heard
in
about
the
him. He's
ice
from
box
Minnesota.
of the country. Yeah.
Catman. Hey, Keith, let Jeannie know the problems. Maybe she can help her get that fixed, and we can have her on next time.
Yeah, I'll hook up with her.
Okay, I appreciate it. And Keith, thank you for coming in the room tonight, brother. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Outstanding. Michael James, appreciate your voice, brother. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for letting me in here, John.
You bet. Enjoyed it.
Like
Yeah.
I've always said, your discussions are the best part of my day. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Oh, well, I appreciate it. You need a better day, brother. That's
Yeah,
you
ain't
need
no
a better-
doubt about that.
You
Yeah.
need a better day. Johnny Fly, thank you for coming in, brother. We always appreciate your voice there. Take care of yourself up in Pennsylvania. We all got our eyes on Pennsylvania right now. So,
Well, thanks for leaving that door open a crack so I could push my way in.
yeah, I
Appreciate
know.
it.
Just leave the light shine in. You find your way in there. Brother, we appreciate your voice. And
Appreciate
Aussie
you.
Dave, on Down Under, brother, we always appreciate it when you come in. Conversation is always great when you enter in the room. We always appreciate that. Take care of yourself, and we appreciate the fact that you take care of animals, buddy. I like that.
I love and trust animals more than any human being. Sorry to say that, but it's
Hey.
a fact.
I go out there when my donkey hugs me. I know it's true
You know
blue,
what I
baby.
mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's no
You know what I mean.
And my
I
pit
think you're
bull.
the same nature that way with animals.
This thing with my pit bull, that pibble, it's
Oh,
getting
yeah.
pitiful. It's sickening. It's sickening. I admit it.
Well,
I fell in
You
love
fell
with
in
the
love
dog.
with her.
She's
the
so
dog,
pretty.
You and the dog
and
found each
smart.
other.
She's
Okay.
a smart dog. Yeah. Anyway, she puts a smile on my face. It's
keep
like my
loving
wife. She
animals,
puts a
man.
smile on my face. My dog and my wife. My donkey. My bird. I live a wonderful life, baby. What can you say? Ozzy, thank you for
Well-
coming in, brother. Take care of yourself under there.
Okay.
Gonna do a Bellica, John.
I know we got to go. Thank you again for everybody coming in and enjoy. Try to make the day better. But put a smile on your face. Better yet, put a smile on somebody else's face. Y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Manana is Friday. Beer and Bud Friday. So put the beer on the ice. Put the bud in the bowl. Let's get ready for Friday. We'll see y'all later. Y'all take care.
Hoorah.
Hoorah. Semper